Hello everybody, I'm Pixel Monk and welcome to an Old School RuneScape Quest guide for Contact. This quest is Master difficulty and will take about 25 minutes to complete. The requirements are Prince Ali Rescue, Ixlarian's Little Helper, and Gertrude's Cat. The enemies that you'll be fighting in this quest are the Giant Scarab level 191. He hits 20 hit points with melee and ranged and is weak to magic. You can also summon Scarab Mages and Locust Riders which can poison you, hitting up to 9 hit points. When you're fighting the Giant Scarab, use Protect from melee with close combat, or use Protect from missiles with far combat. For your Worn equipment, it's recommended that you wear Desert Robes, a Ring of Dueling or Amulet of Glory, and have magic gear or melee gear in the bank for now. Ivan's Staff and Ice Rush are very effective for the Giant Scarab. In your inventory, it is required that you have a light source. Candor and headgear or Brumatorch are the best as they don't extinguish. Tinderbox. This is not needed if you bring the Candor and headgear or the Brumatorch. It is also recommended that you bring with you an anti-poison potion or super anti-poison potion. Food, Pharaoh's Scepter or 3 Narda teleports, emergency teleport, water skins, 800 coins, Shantae Pass, prayer potions, stamina potions or super energy potions, super sets which you can bank for now, and a spec weapon which you can bank for now. There are maps linked in the description below if you need extra help. During the quest guide, I will fast forward through repeated parts of the quest and long cutscenes, so feel free to pause at any time during the video. To start the quest, you'll need to travel to Sophanim. You can use the Pharaoh's Scepter to teleport to Jalzafra, use a Narda teleport and take the carpet ride to the west to Polnivnich, and travel with the Rug Merchant to take a ride to Sophanim, or use your Amulet of Glory to the Al-Kharid Palace and take the carpet ride at Shantae's Pass. Once you're in Sophanim, travel south to the church and talk to the High Priest. Say, sounds like a quest for me, I can't turn that down. And there will be a cutscene. Ask, is there any way into Menaphos from below? Walk to the northeast building and talk to Jex. He may be standing outside. Enter the building and climb down the ladder. If you need a torch, talk to a Sophonim guard and ask, "Do you have a torch?" They will sell it to you for 200 coins. Be sure that you have a tinderbox with you unless you are using an inextinguishable light source. Before continuing on to the dungeon, turn Auto Retaliate off and be ready to use Protect from Magic. If you are using an extinguishable light source, it can go out at any time. Use your tinderbox on it to light it again. I have also included a map in the description below which will guide you throughout the next part of the quest. It will also be on screen. While in the dungeon, there will be scarab swarms, scarab mages, and locust riders. Just try to avoid them as much as possible. There are 5 traps in the dungeon. Floor trap spikes can be disabled by right-clicking and selecting Search Floor. Walking on them can hit 14 to 17 hit points. Wall traps can be disabled by right-clicking and selecting Search Odd Markings. Walking past them can hit 14 to 17 hit points. Crusher blocks. Be sure to move diagonally around them. They will hit 8 hit points. Sand pits are hard to see circles, just walk around to avoid them. If you do step on it, a scarab swarm will appear and can poison you. Scarab traps are a pit that will appear if you stand near it. It will extinguish your light source and will drop you to the lower level. If you do fall down to the lower level, you will be in a multi-combat area. Find a ladder as fast as you can or use your emergency teleport to get out of there. Go down the trapdoor when you're ready. Turn on Protect from Magic and go through the dungeon. When you get to the end, go down the ladder. You can now turn off Protect from Magic. Continue down the path until you come across a corpse. Search it to find a piece of parchment. Be sure to read it. Walk west and talk to Maisa, who is across a gap. When options appear, select Drainer Village and Leela. After the conversation, you'll need to travel to Al Kharit. Use your Ring of Dueling or Amulet of Glory to get there. Walk to the north side of the palace and speak to Osman. Say, I want to talk to you about Sophanim, and it would drive a wedge between the Menethite cities. Go to the final bank to the east and prepare for the final fight, the level 191 Giant Scarab. The Giant Scarab can hit up to 20 hit points using melee or ranged. It can also summon level 68 Scarab Mages and Locust Riders, which can hit up to 9 hit points and possibly poison you. They can all attack you at once. The Locust Riders will attack with melee or ranged, and the Scarab Mage with magic. I recommend that you switch your focus from the Giant Scarab to the Locust Riders and Scarab Mages when they spawn, as they are relatively easy to defeat. If you die during this fight, you will not be able to retrieve your items. If you're using ranged, a rune crossbow with broad bolts or a crystal bow and black dragonhide armor will be a good choice. Use protect from missiles. If you're using melee, the Giant Scarab is weak to stab. Black dragonhide will be good to use as it will protect you from magic and range. Be sure to use protect from melee. If you're using magic, Ivan's blast and mystic robes are very effective, and turn on protect from missiles. Be sure to bring prayer potions, supersets, a light source, and tinderbox if necessary, anti-poison or super anti-poison potion, and plenty of food. You will have to go back through the dungeon to fight the Giant Scarab. When you're ready, travel back to Sophanim, either taking the carpets or using the Pharaoh's Scepter. Osman will be standing outside the gates. Talk to him. Say, I know of a secret entrance to the north, and there will be a cutscene. Now you'll have to go back through the dungeon again. Head into the northeast building and down the ladder. Continue through the dungeon as before and down the ladder at the end. As you continue down the next path, the giant scarab will appear. Defeat it and Osman will appear. The giant scarab dropped a Karis. Be sure to pick it up and then talk to Osman. Now you'll need to go to the High Priest again. You can go back through the dungeon, however, you're better off teleporting out and using the carpets to get back to Sophanum. Talk to the High Priest and the quest will be complete. Congratulations, you've completed the quest. Your rewards are 1 quest point, Karis, 7,000 thieving experience, a lamp which will give you 2 wishes granting 7,000 XP for combat skills, access to Sophonem's bank. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, and if you want to watch more quest guides, please subscribe. See you next time.